What it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. Yeah, about to see it shine, 'cause we're golden.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, your boy is excited. I'm pumped. We're back for another Apex Legends video. Man, oh man, oh man. I am loving this game. This game is just so much fun. It's so good. There's so much to learn. It's very hard because obviously it's a core team-based game, and if you're playing like I do with randoms 90% of the time, it can be challenging, but your boy loves a challenge. Now, today's video, because it's such a brand new game, and they basically tweeted out that we've hit 25 million players with on the weekend. I think there was a concurrent 2 million player base. Now that is amazing, guys. That is huge. That is such a phenomenal milestone. There's rumors, somebody data mined the files, and there's actually rumors and proof that they've got solos and duos in the game files. So I'm very pumped about that. I'm excited. Fingers crossed that comes out as soon as possible. But let's jump into today's topic. Now, this is going to be a quick Apex Legends guide for beginners about each individual champion, or legend should I say. Now, if I pull up the screen here, we have got currently 8 champions. Now obviously they have said that they're going to bring in new ones, which is great. I'm excited for that. These are the 7 that I've got. There's only Mirage that I'm yet to unlock because I'm not paying for them. I'm grinding them out at the moment. I just literally unlocked Caustic recently. But let's give you guys, if you're brand new to the game and you're not too sure, or even if you're not new, you've played it for a little bit but you're still not too sure, I'm going to give you a breakdown. And I love this game because the fact of these different individual legends and classes, because I come from a background of FPS games but also a lot of RPGs, and Paladins. If you watch my channel, Paladins is one of the other games that I'm heavily involved with and I love playing, and that is very heavily team based as well, and also classes. So you've got different tanks, healers, etc., and you have to synergize them as a team. So we're going to start off with your boy Bloodhound. He was my favourite so far. Caustic is slowly creeping up there and taking over, but if I explain the skills of Bloodhound really briefly, I don't want the video to be too long, so we're going to get straight into it. So bear with me, guys. Right. Bloodhound is a tracker. Now, as you can see here, his passive ability, you have a passive, a tactical, and an ultimate. Now, Bloodhound's passive is, whenever you're running around the map, you're going to see footsteps, little traces of where the enemy has been, and if you hover over it, it's so good, guys. It actually shows you and says enemy has been here 25 seconds ago. If they've opened a door or a loot box, anything they've opened or touched, it will tell you. It will tell you how many seconds ago somebody died. So that is amazing. Now, his tactical ability, he can basically briefly, if in the close proximity of your character and your teammates, you can actually see through walls. If there's an enemy behind a building, you can see where they are. What I didn't realise at the start is it actually threw me off because it will show you the silhouette of the enemy, and if you open the door and shoot it, that's not actually where the enemy is going to be standing, because obviously they would have moved. So you only get a brief, like 1 second of where they were standing. So bear that in mind. If you burst the door open, they might not be exactly where you thought they are. And then his ultimate is amazing. That's Beast of the Hunt. Basically, you get a massive speed boost, and you get the enemies glow red. So Bloodhound is a very, very good counter for Bangalore, because Bangalore throws smoke. Now, this is why I said earlier, when I touched on the beginning, you need to find a good synergistic team. You need to know their abilities, because if you come up against a Bangalore, if you've got a Bloodhound on your team, all they've got to do is bring out the ultimate and you can see straight through the smoke. So that's Bloodhound for you. Gibraltar is a tank. He's a bit of a beast. His passive is, whenever you're aiming down sights, he's got his own personal little shield. So that comes up. It doesn't last forever. It does obviously run out, and then he has to recharge a bit. The tactical, now this is a great protection. This is a big massive dome shield. Now, what I didn't realise at the start was, and I wasted a lot of ammo, if you're inside the shield, bullets cannot penetrate in, but also bullets cannot come out. So if you're going to stand in the shield, This shield is perfect if you're trying to revive a teammate, or if somebody's basically throwing grenades. Chuck a shield down. You can't get hit, but you also can't shoot out, so bear that in mind. The enemies can enter your shield though and finish you off if needed. Now his ultimate, he basically causes a massive barrage. It's just basically an airstrike, which causes a lot of problems, a lot of damage. If you see one of those coming, you better get into a shield or you better get into some sort of cover, guys. Lifeline, she is obviously the medic. Currently, she's the only medic in the game. I don't know whether they're going to bring in another support legend, should I say, down the line. But she is very, very good, and you should always try to, if you can, have a lifeline in your team. If you're playing with mates, make sure one of you is a lifeline main, because her tactical, or passive should I say, sorry, first, she can revive people a lot faster, and also whilst she's reviving, there's a shield that goes in front of you, so that's very, very clutch. And also she can use healings 25% faster. Nobody else can do that. And her tactical is a drone, which comes in so clutch. You can be very aggressive with Lifeline, because you can drop your heal drone, and whilst you're in a firefight, you can continue to be aggressive because you're getting passive healing whilst the enemy isn't. So that's very, very clutch. Also, you can heal your whole team at once. And then the ultimate is phenomenal. She drops down a care package, as you can see, which gives you, it's nothing, it's basically all defensive weapons. Not weapons, but defensive items like good shields, shield batteries, syringes, helmets, all of that. So that's all good. Sorry about that, guys. The game seems to have crashed there. That's one of the only small sort of annoyances about this game. It can sometimes crash, but it's brand new, so that's all good. But anyway, straight back into it. We've now got Wraith. Now this girl, her passive is crazy. She can basically hear voices in her head, so if an enemy's aiming down sights at you, you'll be told. She'll say somebody's aiming straight at you. If there's enemies near, basically you just get a warning, so always listen out for that. Now her tactical is Into the Void, where she can basically, you can run through, you basically become untouchable for a brief sort of time. You're not completely invisible though, because you do leave like a bluey sort of trail behind you, so people can sort of work out roughly where you're going. But for those moments, you're basically untouchable. And then her ultimate is amazing. It's a dimensional portal, so you can actually combine the tactical and her dimensional portal at the same time to gain more speed, because she doesn't run too fast when she's doing her ultimate. But this comes in so clutch, because you can flank with your portal, or if an enemy is downed and they're bleeding out, they can jump into your portal and then you can revive them a lot faster. But bear in mind, guys, enemies can also jump into your portal, so be careful with that. Now, we've got Bangalore. She is basically the ultimate soldier. Her passive is, while somebody is shooting at you, you actually get a massive speed buff. So you're able to be very, very aggressive as Bangalore, because you basically get buffed. You get a speed buff as soon as somebody's shooting you. Tactical is it's just a smoke. It's a smoke screen basically. So it can become very, very clutch if you're getting shot at a lot. Then you can throw two at a time. So basically you can chuck a smoke, heal up, or basically chuck a smoke and run away. As I said earlier, I touched on, if you've got a Bloodhound on the enemy team and they use their ultimate, your smoke is useless. And then tactical, she, as well as Gibraltar, she has another, basically an artillery strike which rains down fire. It just destroys people. It's very dangerous. But bear in mind, if this comes down, the first time it hits the ground, you will not take too much damage. It's the second and third time after that. And you'll also see where they're landing and where it's going to explode. So keep an eye out for that and get away quick. Now, my new man Caustic, I am loving this psychopath. But his passive is, if anyone moves through your gas, your poisonous smoke, you're able to see them, they glow red. Now the tactical is amazing. You can place 6 gas traps. You need to learn how to use Caustic, because he comes in clutch if you're inside a building or a small hallway. Chucking 2 to 6 canisters around, you can fire them and it will release obviously gases which will injure your enemies. but they can't see through it very clearly, but you can see them. And then his ultimate is amazing. You basically chuck a gas canister and that explodes into an AoE area, which comes in so key, guys, because you can, like I said, you can see through it, but the enemies can't see through, and they also take damage quite rapidly. Now, and last but not least, Mirage. I have not played him yet, so all I can do is base it on what I've seen people on my team use. So his passive is obviously, as you can see, it drops a decoy and a cloak for 5 seconds when he's knocked down. So the minute he drops to the floor, the decoy will pop up and it gives you a chance to crawl away. And his whole act is basically he confuses the hell out of people. So his tactical, well, you can send out a decoy in whatever area that you're facing to basically check the area. So if you throw a decoy out and people start shooting the crap out of the decoy, you then know where they are. They don't realise it's a decoy till it's too late. And then his ultimate, he basically throws out a couple decoys at once, and then you come semi invisible. You're not completely invisible, but there's basically, looks like there's 4 or 5 of you running around, so it's very hard to work out which is the actual real Mirage. But yeah, I haven't got him yet, so I plan to do a much more in-depth guide of each individual champion, guys, and I'll bring gameplay of each individual legend for you once I get to master them all. But I wanted to just bring this quick short video for the beginners who are jumping into the arena and they're thinking, oh my god, who do I pick? Why do I want to pick this person? Who do I want to main? But I hope that's helped, guys, and I hope you do enjoy the video. There's going to be plenty more Apex Legends coming to the channel, so give this video a big thumbs up if you'd enjoy it, and subscribe if you're new, and stay safe, keep gaming, keep jumping into the arena, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care. Peace!